ki khubor ka bate si TV. Lawan Rashaphi taka Frank Motors. Visit Frank Motors or call 7045207973.
MIT University of Meghalaya. Our admissions are now open for the academic year 2024-25. Explore our best courses. Experience global collaborations. Apply today.
Ke East West Group of Institution Bangalore kebeladon kemasan post MA bat ke bapau baha ke kod admission na kebenta ke nursing and paramedical course yang jingte bakam benya kol ha kini ke number harum. Ketenat social welfare ke Sorkar jela haringkat ke jinga trailang bak ketenat kampok ying baki Borsin Shah district klapen long ke jinga lang yang merjingmon banyak kun persya ke jing jilai jong Drok bat ki MLA ki MDC baki dor bashnong jogi shnong bidan hapok ke jeli jong kanong ba shalong. Hagan ke sngi ke Sorkar kala Pynkha bat Aibor haki village defense party ban kem hi Nongdie beki Nongdih Drok namar baka jing jilai jong Drok hanong ba shilong klapen incitement adu kata-kata ki emlang kasalang. Ki MLA kebeladon lang hagan ke sngi ke long ba san bor Julai ba bright star mar banyang uba Edelbert Nongrum kentubru additional chief secretary ke jela Ushakil Ahmed U Commissioner and Secretary ke Tanat Social Welfare Usampat Kumar ke Director General Police ke Kong Ida Shisha Nongrang Noror kinong mikma jing sob knaitli ke dor bashnong kinong yalam jang ki balang ma pher ke officer jang tanat ka koi ka khia ke tanat puli puthi ke tanat pulit ke tanat social welfare ba naki wedi ke tanat
bagi kena ilas dang seluruh kota ta manra ilu serinj manra ek distara kota hakti bal dagi ailan sang dia stang sistem master min ailan ki nangai nginu ma shuban le kan long a culture, it'll be a culture where we have to accept, a culture where we have to ignore, and we have to only protect our own children. Dengan semua mga kata kalong very selfish and effort bagi ini kata, bagi data na ikon na jong, bagi data na ikibahiyang na jong, bagi pek bagi way bagi ngop, because eventually, ultimately, everyone will fall prey to this culture. You know, very vulnerable as tribal children, people, and especially in a state of depression, frustration that the youth are going through these days. You know, it's a very bad face in the entire country, maybe the world at large, and we have all this huge population of youth moving around aimlessly without jobs or any engagements. Obviously, and then I called them up through a public announcement system, of course in consultation with the parents. Now, Allah, me, our office. At certain point, regard people from the law department, people from the social welfare department, and the police department together. We assembled them office Dorbashnong, and then they agreed that we will start a kind of a detoxification and rehabilitation program, a very humble way, in a small community hall. And we went through it for next a year. We come here camp for free of course. He had helped us financially. We have not got any support from the government. It's all through the consultation with the parents, where they bear at least the cost of they at least bring the food for the children when we keep them in that camp. And from our part, we will help to work with Manbha Foundation to provide us the medical support.
The department, after a series of meetings, has come to a point of conclusion that we need to revive, restructure, reorganize the VDPs. As we have heard, that the number of registered VDPs in Shillong is just 11 in a city whose population has crossed 5 lakhs. And as was narrated by Nongdih just now, the fact that the VDPs were effective tools and weapons with which civil society had used in the past in combating crimes, bootlegging, and other social evils. Today, the thinking in the government is that we need to revive, reorganize, rejuvenate the participation of civil society so that we will be in a position to overcome this menace. There is a saying that where a small mind sees problems, a great mind sees opportunities. And today we see this as an opportunity for civil society to come together, fight and take on this menace. And instead of we live in an age which is constantly under panic attacks from various news, the social media, the interaction every day, people are panicking at several levels. But today, we would like to not transmit panic. We would not like to be transmitters of panic and soothsayers of bad days, but we would like us to be transformers of change and transformers of positivity.
But one of my concerns, dear all members who are in this gathering today, what shall we do with those areas which do not have snow? Like Police Bazaar, Yomolong, Motran, who will be the watchmakers of these areas, isn't it? As we have seen, I think these days we appreciate some of the NGOs who have done these good things in the society. So my main concern this time that as I sat here listening to all the presentations, those vulnerable areas which have no snow, what shall we do as this meeting will complete today?
Thank you, Pastor Ivan Unger, who have given a very constructive suggestion regarding those areas which are outside the shield area. Okay, within the shield area we have Dorbarshino, as enshrined in the 6th Schedule of the Constitution of India, and we are having the Appointment Act, which is known as the Appointment of Chief Amendment Act 1952, as an amended till date, where they have the authority to form the Dorbarshino at their respective localities. Looking at the invitation, I just want to get the clarity, because here the invitation has been invited to the Honorable MLAs, MDCs, and the President and Secretaries of the Dorbarshino. I just want to know whether this non-shield area, like the European ward and the cantonment area under the control of the Defence Authority, and the European ward, which is under the control of the state government, whether these village council or the society duly formed since the time of inception of our state, duly recognized by the government, duly registered with the competent authority under the Societies Act, whether this organization of the outside sexual area are invited or not. And I would like also to put one more suggestion, if, with due respect, if the church committees are invited, I would like to put forward my suggestion that if they are not invited, except church committees, I would like to request that the other religious committees, be it the monastery committee or the puja committees or the mosque committees or the monastery committees or the mandir committees of various faith and religion, should also be invited. If not today, my suggestion is that in the near future, when there is any meeting under the theme of dream regarding this very, very vital issue in our generation.
The perception might be because when it comes to drug users, the provisions are not so stringent. That is maybe where the perception has come that the NDPS Act is soft on offenders are taken under the NDPS Act. As mentioned by our Honourable Minister, we've also taken up PIT and the PIT NDPS was also coming. This is largely to deal with illicit trafficking, largely for persons who have been accused or have been found involved in at least 2 or more cases of drug trafficking. The provisions under the PIT NDPS are even more stringent than what is there under the NDPS.